Out of all the coins in this bull run, Dogecoin is the one I'm betting on hardest in 2025. I'm not here for a tiny bounce. I'm aiming for a move that can actually shift your financial life if you handle it right. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly why I'm still buying Dogecoin right now, how I'm building my position and controlling risk, and the realistic price targets I'm personally aiming for in this cycle. I'll break down the core pillars that make me extremely bullish on Doge in 2025, and I'll also share something almost no one on YouTube wants to say out loud: the exact number in Doge tokens I believe you need if you actually want a real shot at getting rich from this coin. If you already hold Doge, you're thinking about getting in, or you refuse to sit through another bull run on the sidelines, stay with me until the end. One of the biggest pillars behind Dogecoin in 2025 is still Elon Musk. This guy took a dog meme and turned it into a financial brand. I'm literally planning to keep buying Doge over the next few months mainly because of this pillar. He paid for a literal moon mission in Dogecoin. He keeps teasing Doge as part of the payment layer on X, and every time he even breathes in the direction of this coin, the whole internet starts talking about it again. The meme has gone so far that in US politics they even had a Department of Government Efficiency, Doge, with Musk involved in cutting waste and hunting fraud. When a meme coin acronym ends up on government letterheads, you know this thing lives far beyond just crypto Twitter. That doesn't mean you blindly ape in, but it does mean Dogecoin has brand, narrative, and reach that almost no other meme coin on earth can touch. Right now, with Dogecoin sitting around 15 cents, I see this as a discount, not a danger zone. Just a few weeks ago, we were trading much closer to 20 cents, and nothing fundamental about the meme, the brand, or the liquidity has changed. The only thing that changed is that some heat came out of the price. After a move like that, I don't want to be the guy chasing green candles at the top. I want to be the guy quietly stacking when the chart looks boring and social media has moved on. For me, these levels are exactly what an accumulation zone looks like in a bull cycle. Price is off the local highs, liquidity is still there, and the asymmetric upside is still completely intact. This is where I'd rather be building my position than pretending I'll somehow jump in later once it's already running. Before we get to my Dogecoin price prediction, I want to lay out exactly how I'm investing through 2025 and 2026 and what core strengths and technical pillars I'm trusting. Once you see the strategy and the pillars, the numbers won't sound like random guess. I like to think about Dogecoin's strength in this cycle as three main pillars. The first pillar for me is the network and security. Dogecoin isn't some brand new experimental chain. It's a simple battle-tested layer 1 based on Litecoin's technology using scrypt proof of work. Blocks come roughly every minute, transactions confirm quickly, and fees are usually low compared to Bitcoin. On top of that, Doge is merge mined with Litecoin through auxiliary proof of work, which means miners can secure both networks at the same time using the same hardware. In practice, that lets Dogecoin piggyback on a huge amount of scrypt hash power instead of being a tiny, easily attackable POW chain on its own. I like that it's boring here. UTXO based, simple, proven, and hard to break, because a meme coin that lives and dies on liquidity and uptime doesn't need fancy tech. It needs to work every single day. The second pillar is the monetary design, which most people either misunderstand or never bother to check. Unlike Bitcoin, Dogecoin doesn't have a hard cap, but that doesn't mean the supply is random or out of control. Since 2015, the protocol has paid a fixed block reward of 10,000 Doge every minute, which is roughly 5 to 5.3 billion new coins a year on a very predictable schedule. As the total supply grows, that fixed issuance becomes a smaller and smaller percentage of the market cap, so the effective inflation rate keeps grinding down over time and sits in that mid-single digit zone instead of being some crazy hyperinflation. I see it as an inflationary coin in absolute numbers, but disinflationary in percentage terms, and the market has already had years to price that in. To me, that's a realistic model for a transactional currency. Miners always get paid, there's always some fresh supply for markets, but long-term holders aren't getting completely destroyed by hidden dilution like in a lot of Degen projects. The third pillar, and honestly the one that makes Doge so unique in my eyes, is adoption and narrative, and that's where Elon Musk is a massive wildcard on the upside. This guy took a dog meme and turned it into a global financial brand. Dogecoin has already funded a real lunar mission contract, the Doge 1 CubeSat with SpaceX paid in Doge, and both Tesla and SpaceX accept Dogecoin for merch. Every time Musk hints at integrating Doge into payments on X or mentions it in the context of X's financial features, volume spikes, and the whole internet suddenly remembers the coin again. On top of that, you've had things like the Department of Government Efficiency, Doge, used in US politics as a symbol of cutting waste and fighting fraud, with Musk publicly supporting the idea. When a meme coin acronym starts showing up in real-world campaigns, space missions, and payment experiments, you're looking at something that clearly lives far beyond one bull market chart. For me, Elon is not the whole thesis, but he's a free cool option on top of an already strong meme and brand. As long as these three pillars hold, a reliable network, a predictable monetary system, and a meme backed by real-world usage and the loudest billionaire on the planet, I'm comfortable keeping Dogecoin as a high-risk, high-upside part of my portfolio. If any of them seriously breaks, my strategy changes. But right now, in this cycle, I still see more reasons to be in than out. Alright, enough theory. Here's what I really think Dogecoin can do in this bull run. Most so-called experts have to play it safe. They work in banks, funds, or on TV, and if their wild target is wrong, it follows them forever. That's why you keep hearing the same boring numbers, 30 cents, maybe 50, up to $1 if they're feeling brave. That completely ignores what Dogecoin actually is, a global meme with insane brand power, Elon in the background, and a history of explosive moves when retail wakes up. I'm not here to sound moderate, I'm here to position for asymmetric upside, and in this cycle, Doge is one of the few coins that still fits that profile for me. Drop a comment with your realistic target for Dogecoin in this bull run and how many Doge you're aiming to stack. So here's my view, I'm not buying Dogecoin just to dump it at 30 or 40 cents, that's noise to me. My base case for this bull run is that Doge eventually trades back above $1 at some point in the mania phase, with a realistic range somewhere between $1.20 and $1.80 if liquidity and retail go crazy again. I'm not ruling out a full send towards $2 plus in a blow-off top, especially if we see more big personalities like Elon or major companies openly accepting Dogecoin as a payment method, the way we've already seen for merch and services. Fast, cheap transactions make that hype actually justifiable, not pure fantasy, but I don't need $2 for this bet to make sense. To show you, I'm not just talking. Right now, I own around 100,000 Dogecoins, and over the next few months, I plan to buy roughly another 100,000 as cheaply as possible, using the same strategy we talked about in this video, consistent weekly buys around these levels, plus heavier entries on extreme dips. If we ever get close to my target zone, that's where I'll start seriously taking profits. Until then, I'm treating Doge as a high-risk, high-upside play I'm willing to back with my own money, while most experts are still too scared to be wrong on camera. And if I've convinced you that Dogecoin still deserves a serious spot in this bull run, check the link in the description. There you can safely buy Doge and get up to $100 in bonuses as a new user. It helps you stack more coins, it supports this channel, and it pushes the Dogecoin ecosystem forward instead of just watching from the sidelines. To wrap it up, I'm using 2025 and 2026 to accumulate Dogecoin around these levels. I'm treating it as a high-risk but high-upside asymmetric bet, and I'm personally positioning for a move back above $1 with a realistic shot at that $1.20 to $1.80 zone if mania returns. I'm backing that view with my own money, not just nice thumbnails and titles. If you want more no BS Doge content and real positioning instead of safe corporate predictions, make sure you hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next update.